Many observers are calling it a political earthquake because of the weight of the statements involved and the possible implications for Nigeria's political future. In recent public remarks, former presidential candidate and Labour Party leader Peter Obi spoke strongly about the direction of Nigeria's democracy and the preparations for the 2027 general elections. His comments have quickly become the focus of national attention as citizens, political analysts, and party supporters try to understand what his words mean for the future of governance, elections, and accountability in Nigeria. During his remarks, Peter Obi emphasized the importance of credible elections, strong democratic institutions, and the need for transparency in the management of Nigeria's electoral system. He expressed concerns about the state of governance in the country and highlighted the need for reforms that would ensure that elections truly reflect the will of the Nigerian people. His statements have been widely interpreted as a direct challenge to political leaders and institutions responsible for safeguarding the nation's democracy. Peter Obi has consistently positioned himself as an advocate for transparency, accountability, and responsible governance. Since the 2023 elections, his political voice has remained active and influential, particularly among young Nigerians and citizens who are calling for reforms in public leadership and economic management. For many supporters, he represents a symbol of political change, while critics continue to debate his ideas and approach to governance. The conversation around the 2027 elections has already begun, even though the next general election cycle is still some years away. Political observers say this is not unusual in Nigeria, where political alignments, strategies, and alliances often begin to take shape long before the official campaign season begins. Parties are quietly assessing their strengths, evaluating their weaknesses, and studying the mood of the electorate across different regions of the country. In his recent remarks, Peter Obi stressed that Nigeria's democratic system must be protected and strengthened if the country is to overcome its many challenges. He pointed out that the credibility of elections plays a critical role in determining the level of public trust citizens place in their leaders and institutions. When elections are perceived as fair, transparent, and credible, citizens feel more confident that their voices matter and that their votes have the power to shape the future of the nation. However, when doubts emerge about the electoral process, those doubts can weaken public confidence and create frustration among voters. This is why many political leaders, civil society organizations, and international observers have repeatedly emphasized the importance of strengthening Nigeria's electoral institutions and ensuring that electoral processes remain transparent and accountable. Peter Obi also spoke about the responsibilities of political leaders and state governors in protecting democratic values. According to him, leadership at every level must demonstrate respect for the rule of law, fairness in governance, and commitment to the welfare of citizens. He emphasized that democracy thrives when leaders prioritize the interests of the people rather than the interests of political power or personal ambition. His remarks have sparked reactions from supporters and critics alike. Supporters say his words reflect the concerns of many Nigerians who are struggling with economic challenges, insecurity, unemployment, and rising cost of living. They believe his message highlights the need for leaders to focus on policies that improve the lives of citizens and strengthen the nation's democratic foundations. Critics, however, argue that political statements made years before an election can sometimes intensify political tensions unnecessarily. They believe that political leaders should focus on constructive dialogue, policy development, and national unity, rather than rhetoric that could deepen divisions among political parties or supporters. Despite these differing opinions, the conversation sparked by Peter Obi's remarks has once again placed Nigeria's democratic future at the center of national discussion. Many citizens are now reflecting on the lessons of past elections and asking what reforms may be necessary to ensure that future elections meet the highest standards of transparency, credibility, and fairness. Political analysts note that Nigeria's democratic journey has been marked by both progress and challenges. Since the return to civilian rule in 1999, the country has conducted several general elections and has witnessed peaceful transitions of power between different administrations. At the same time, there have been persistent concerns about electoral logistics, legal disputes, and the need for continuous improvement in electoral technology and administration. The Independent National Electoral Commission, known as INEC, plays a crucial role in this process. As Nigeria's electoral body, INEC is responsible for organizing elections, registering voters, supervising political parties, and ensuring that electoral procedures are conducted according to the law. Over the years, the Commission has introduced various reforms, including the use of technology to improve voter accreditation and result transmission. Many experts say that continued reforms will remain essential as Nigeria prepares for future elections. These reforms may involve improvements in electoral logistics, better training for election officials, stronger enforcement of electoral laws, and increased transparency in the management of election results. Peter Obi's comments have also drawn attention to the role of citizens in protecting democracy. Democracy does not exist only through institutions or political leaders. It also depends on the active participation of citizens who vote, engage in public discussions, demand accountability, and defend the values of justice, fairness, and equality before the law. Across Nigeria, many young people have become increasingly interested in politics and governance. They are using social media, civic organizations, and community engagement to express their opinions about national issues and to advocate for reforms they believe will strengthen the country's future. This growing civic engagement represents an important development in Nigeria's democratic evolution. When citizens become more involved in the political process, they help ensure that leaders remain accountable and responsive to the needs of the people. The reactions to Peter Obi's remarks also highlight the emotional intensity that often surrounds political discussions in Nigeria. Politics in the country is deeply connected to questions of identity, opportunity, economic development, and national unity. For many citizens, political outcomes influence daily realities, including job opportunities, security, public services, and economic stability. As a result, political statements and debates often generate strong emotions among supporters and critics alike. Yet, many experts believe that healthy democracies depend on respectful dialogue, constructive debate, and the ability of citizens to express different opinions peacefully. Nigeria today faces many important challenges, including economic development, security concerns, infrastructure needs, and the goal of creating opportunities for millions of young people entering the workforce. Addressing these challenges requires strong institutions, responsible leadership, and policies that prioritize long-term national development. Many Nigerians hope that future elections will focus not only on political competition, but also on serious discussions about policy solutions. Issues such as economic diversification, job creation, education, healthcare, infrastructure, and security remain central to the nation's progress. Political leaders across all parties are therefore expected to present clear visions for how they plan to address these challenges and improve the lives of citizens. Peter Obi's remarks about the future of Nigeria's democracy have therefore sparked a conversation that goes beyond politics alone. They have encouraged many citizens to reflect on the importance of democratic values, transparency, accountability, and responsible leadership. For Nigeria's democracy to continue growing stronger, It will require cooperation between institutions, political parties, civil society organizations, and ordinary citizens. Each of these groups plays a role in ensuring that democratic processes remain credible, inclusive, and respectful of the rule of law. As discussions about the future of Nigeria's political landscape continue, many observers emphasize the importance of maintaining peace, unity, and mutual respect among citizens, regardless of political affiliation. The strength of a democracy lies not only in elections, but also in the ability of citizens to live together peacefully while expressing different opinions about governance and national direction. The road toward the 2027 elections will likely involve many debates, political strategies, and discussions about the future of the country. Political parties will gradually begin to define their agendas, while citizens continue to evaluate the performance of leaders and institutions. In the end, the most important question facing Nigeria's democracy remains the same question that has guided democratic societies around the world. How can institutions remain strong, transparent, and accountable while ensuring that the voices of citizens are respected and represented in the decisions that shape the nation's future? As Nigerians continue to reflect on these issues, the conversation sparked by Peter Obi's remarks reminds us that democracy is an ongoing journey. It requires constant vigilance, participation, and commitment from both leaders and citizens. And as always, the future of the nation ultimately rests in the hands of the Nigerian people, whose voices, hopes, and aspirations continue to shape the destiny of this great country. Your time, your attention, and your support mean more to this channel than words can truly express. Every single video we create is done with the hope that it will keep Nigerians informed, aware, and connected to the truth about what is happening in our country and around the world. But the truth is that this channel can only continue to grow and reach more people if viewers like you decide to support what we are building here together. So if you believe in the importance of staying informed, if you believe that Nigerians deserve honest discussions about national issues, and if you want this channel to keep bringing you powerful reports, breaking news, and deep analysis, then I kindly ask you to support us by subscribing to the channel today. Subscribing is completely free, but it makes a very big difference because it helps this channel reach more people, and it encourages us to keep working harder to bring you reliable information every single day. When you subscribe, you become part of a growing community of viewers who care about the future of Nigeria and who believe that knowledge and information are powerful tools for change. Please take a moment right now to click the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that anytime we upload an important update or breaking news, you will be among the first to receive it. And if this video has informed you or touched you in any way, please also like the video and share it with your friends, family, and loved ones so that together we can spread awareness and keep more people informed. Your support keeps this channel alive, and your encouragement motivates us to keep going no matter the challenges. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching. Thank you for believing in this platform, and thank you for being part of this growing community.